presents a program dedicated to the motion picture San Francisco, starring Clark Gable and Jeanette MacDonald, with Spencer Tracy, Jack Holt, Ted Healy, and an all-star cast. The time is early in the year of 1906. The scene is the Barbary Coast in San Francisco, the boldest, most picturesque street from Singapore to Paris. Blackie Norton operates the Paradise Dance Hall. Into this resort wanders a tired country girl. Forlorn, discouraged, she seeks a job as a singer. She has come from the hill country, hoping for an operatic career, and hunger has driven her to the flaming coast as her last resort for food and shelter. In the scene to follow, we hear Ted Healy as Matt, the cafe bouncer. Jack Holt as Burley, backer of the Tivoli Opera Company, and William Riccardi as Baldini, maestro of the Opera House.
Hello, Blackie. Oh, hello, Burley. Mr. Norton, Signor Baldini. How do you do?
Very pleased to meet you.
Sit down, gentlemen. Thank you. What do they have to drink? Not a thing. Cigarette? No, thanks. Candy, popcorn. Not a thing, thank you. Well, I guess you know why I'm down here. No, I don't know. I heard this afternoon you're going to run for board of supervisor. Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't do it if I were you, Norton. No, why not? I don't think you'll like it. What? Why, I'd love it. Well, now, have you ever stopped to consider... Just a minute, Bert. Waiter. Yes, sir? Now, Babe, go backstage and see what's the matter. Yes, sir. It seems to have gone wrong with the...
Jack. That girl got a voice.
Yeah.
She had some training too.
Hey, boss, you gonna let that crazy dame horse the show around?
Lights now.
Listen, Blackie,
Eat it. That girl been here? Today? What's her name? Mary Blake. Waiter.
Yes, Mr. Barrett?
See if Miss Blake will meet a respectful admirer.
Yes, sir. I haven't had her working the boxes yet, Burley.
I'm glad of it. One never knows where one will find talent.
Burley?
It's very gracious of you to allow us this privilege, Miss Blake.
Thank you.
May I present Signor Baldini?
How do you do, Signor?
Good evening, my dear.
Won't you sit down?
Hearing a voice like yours in the variety theater has been for me a great experience.
Thank you, Signor. But you might have heard me under more favorable circumstances. I sat in the outer office of the Tivoli for 6 days once.
Really?
I will see that the board of directors hear about that. So you want to sing an opera?
That's why I came to San Francisco.
You had the training too, huh?
Yes, with the best teacher in Denver. I led the Bach Choral Society and won the first prize at the Schubert Festival. And I learned Marguerite, Violetta, Puccini's Mimi, Tosca. I love Puccini.
Oh, Puccini, arte, vita, sentimento.
Did you ever hear of Puccini, Norton?
Didn't he run a joint down on Dupont Street?
Well, after all, there's no law against an opera singer being slender and young and beautiful. What do you think about giving Miss Blake an audition?
Yes, by all means.
Yes, well, just a moment, gentlemen. It's a little matter of a 2-year contract between Miss Blake and me.
Oh, 2 years.
Yes, and when it runs out, I'll have her let you know.
Surely you wouldn't let that stand. Miss
No,
Blake.
why not?
Even if she were capable of stepping into Tivoli as a...
She's doing all right here.
Mr. Norton's quite right. After all, the Paradise is just as important to him as Tivoli is to you. What would happen to the Tivoli if artists were allowed to walk out anytime they please?
You are very loyal.
Oh, I'm very grateful to Mr. Norton.
Here's to opportunity, Miss Blake. I hope it hasn't knocked for the last time.
Opportunity did knock again for Mary Blake. Blackie's kindness and fascinating personality swept Mary off her feet, and one evening in his rooms he took her in his arms. She did not resist him, but confessed her love for the man who had befriended her. In a moment of exaltation, Blackie agrees to release Mary from her contract so that she may have her chance at an operatic career, little thinking she would accept. Advised by Father Tim, the kindly priest of the nearby mission, played by Spencer Tracy, Mary goes to the Tivoli Opera House and is engaged to sing in Faust. Now to the Tivoli for Mary's debut in opera.
Looks like Bertie's getting a little careless putting things down on paper.
He's asked me to marry him.
No. On the level? You were all right tonight, kid.
Did you really think so, Blackie?
Yes. Say, who am I to hold out against these 3,000 mugs that went goofy over you? See, I never caught this opera racket up to now. How long's that been going on?
Oh, only about 150 years.
No fooling. Well, it's all right. You know, I was proud of you tonight.
Is that all?
Oh?
Don't you love me?
Oh, sure, sure.
Well, you haven't said so.
Oh, well, I love you, kid. So, you know, I never sprung a line but once. 25 years ago.
Who was she?
Oh, just a girl I knew. I haven't seen her lately. She's up in San Quentin.
Oh, so I'm the second, hmm?
No, you're the first.
Will you marry me, Blackie?
Marry you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm a sucker if you ain't the most domestic woman. Well, I suppose that that's the only thing in the world that would make you happy. You know, the gang always said I'd be a sucker.
Oh, Blackie.
See, you better get out of that rig, babe. The gang are waiting to celebrate your homecoming.
Where?
Down home in the Paradise. They're waiting to hear you sing San Francisco.
Mary made her choice. She chose the man she loved and deserted her operatic career to return to the smoke-filled dance hall and sing to that roistering crowd, to sing songs like this.
San Francisco, here comes the one and one, and son, I'm gonna wanna know more. All the places
And now we find Mary and Blackie in Mary's dressing room at the Paradise. Blackie has costumed her in a revealing dress. Very unhappily, she prepares to go through with her return appearance before the motley crowd in the Paradise dance hall.
Come in. Hello, Tim.
Good evening, Father.
What's wrong?
Are you out of your mind?
What?
Showing Mary like this to that mob out there.
Like this? What's wrong with it?
What's wrong?
Yeah, sure. What's wrong with my being proud to show her off?
Blackie, don't you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Now, wait a minute, Tim. I'm making her queen of the coast. You see that poster? 5,000 of them will be plastered all over San Francisco by tomorrow morning, and 10,000 little ones, trash cans in the front of trolley cars.
Blackie, I'm not going to let you do this.
I don't get you, Tim. You never put it in on me before.
Well, I am now. You're not going to exploit this girl.
Give me that. Will you tell His Holiness that you made up your own mind to come back?
I love him, Father.
That isn't love. Is that so? Well, it happens to suit me.
It isn't love to let him drag you down to his level.
Oh, wait a minute, Tim. I'm going to marry her.
You're not going to marry her if I can stop it. You can't take a woman in marriage and then sell her immortal soul.